Let me ask you something. Have you ever caught yourself reaching for the wall, just to keep your balance? Maybe it's when you're stepping out of bed, walking through the living room, or standing up after watching your favorite show. You tell yourself, oh, it's just a little dizziness, just getting older. But what if I told you, it's not just age? Here's the truth most people don't realize. Every single year, 1 in 3 seniors over the age of 65 falls. And for many, that one fall changes everything: independence, confidence, even the ability to live at home. But here's the part nobody talks about. So many of these falls aren't just random. They're triggered by silent addictions, daily habits that have crept into your life so quietly, you don't even notice they're there. I'm not talking about alcohol or pills. I'm talking about things that feel harmless, comforting, even. But they're actually slowing your reflexes, weakening your muscles, and silently stealing your balance a little more every day. And that's the scary part, most seniors have no idea. Because no one's warning you about these habits. Not your doctor. Not your family. Not the news. It's like a trap hiding in plain sight. But take a breath, because I've got some good news for you. What if I told you that there are people in their 70s, 80s, even 90s, who move with confidence, stay steady on their feet, and feel stronger than they did in their 40s? It's not magic. And it's not luck. These folks simply broke free from 3 sneaky little habits that most people never even question. And now, they're walking taller, sleeping better, thinking clearer, and not living in fear of a fall. The truth is, more than 90% of seniors have never been told this by their doctors. Why? Because these habits don't look dangerous. They feel normal. But new research from the National Institute on Aging shows they're quietly damaging your muscles, your nerves, and even your brain's ability to keep you balanced. In today's video, I'm going to reveal the top 3 everyday addictions that could be making you unsteady, and what you can do starting today to take back control of your balance, your confidence, and your independence. Ready to find out what they are? Let's dive in. Alright, let's dive into the first hidden addiction that could be throwing off your balance without you even realizing it. Addiction number 1, the sitting addiction. Now I know what you might be thinking, sitting. That's not an addiction, that's just part of my day. And you're right, it feels normal. After all, you've worked hard your whole life. You deserve to rest. But here's the hard truth, and I say this with care. Too much sitting is silently draining your strength. It's weakening the very muscles that keep you steady, especially your glutes, your hips, and your core. Think of those muscles like your body's natural anchors. They're what help you stand up from a chair without wobbling. They're what keep you upright when you miss a step. But the longer you sit, the softer those anchors become. And when they go soft, falls happen. You might notice your legs feeling stiff when you get up. Or that strange moment of lightheadedness after watching TV for a while. That's not just age, that's your balance system saying, hey, I'm getting rusty. And here's the kicker, studies now show that seniors who sit for hours at a time without moving are twice as likely to experience a fall-related injury. But the good news? You don't need to run marathons. You don't even need a gym. Just stand up every 30 minutes. Stretch your arms. Take a slow lap around the house. March in place while your tea is heating up. These little movements, done consistently, reactivate your balance system and send a powerful message to your muscles: stay awake. Stay strong. And let me bust a common myth while we're at it: rest is not the secret to aging well, movement is. Stillness may feel safe, but over time, it quietly steals your strength. And strength is your best protection against falls. So the next time you catch yourself sinking into that recliner for hours on end, remember, you're not just sitting. You could be slipping. But now you know better, and that means you can do better. Even small movements, repeated daily, add up to big change over time. And that leads us to addiction number 2, and I guarantee this one is sitting in almost every kitchen cabinet across America, ready to take your balance down another notch. Alright, let's talk about addiction number 2. Now this one. It's sneaky. It's sweet. And for many people, it's been a comforting friend for years. But behind the comfort, it's doing some serious harm, especially to your balance. I'm talking about sugar dependency. Now before you shake your head and say, I don't eat candy, just hear me out, because sugar is everywhere. It's hiding in crackers, cereals, sauces, healthy yogurts, even those so-called low-fat snacks that are supposed to be good for you. But here's what most folks never learn. According to Harvard Medical School, a high intake of sugar, especially the processed kind, doesn't just mess with your blood sugar levels. It can actually damage your nerves and impair your coordination over time. That's right. Too much sugar can dull the very signals your brain sends to your feet and hands. It slows your reaction time. Makes your movements clumsier. And you know what that means when you're walking across the kitchen or stepping off a curb. Sugar gives you that quick little feel-good spike, but then it crashes. Hard. And that crash doesn't just make you tired, it can make you sluggish, unsteady, and mentally foggy. All things that quietly increase your chances of falling. You might notice you feel a little off balance in the afternoon. A little slow getting up after meals. Maybe even a bit irritable or foggy. Those aren't just random signs of aging, they're red flags from your body, waving at you and saying, too much sugar. I need balance. So what can you do? You don't have to give up everything you love, but you do need to be smart about your choices. Start by swapping out sugary snacks for protein-rich options. Things like a small handful of almonds, a slice of cheese, a boiled egg, or some plain Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of cinnamon. These keep your energy steady, without the crash. And here's a myth that needs to go: low-fat does not mean healthy. In fact, many low-fat products are packed with sugar to make up for the taste. So check those labels. If it ends in "ose," like glucose, fructose, or sucrose, that's sugar, plain and simple. Breaking free from sugar doesn't mean life gets dull. In fact, you might find your energy improves, your brain feels clearer, and your body feels more stable, because you're no longer riding the roller coaster of sugar highs and lows. And when your body isn't constantly fighting that internal battle, you start to feel something powerful: control, steadiness, confidence. And that brings us to the third addiction, one that might surprise you even more. It's not in your food, and it's not in your chair. But it's something most of us spend hours with, every single day, without realizing it's numbing more than just our minds. Stick with me, you don't want to miss this next one. Now let's talk about the third silent addiction. And this one? It's tricky, because it doesn't feel like a threat at all. In fact, it often feels like comfort. Like company. Like a well-earned reward after a long day. I'm talking about screen overload, hours spent in front of the television, or scrolling on your phone or tablet, sometimes just to pass the time, sometimes to escape. And I get it. After all, when you've got aching joints or you're home alone, a favorite show can feel like a friend in the room. That little screen in your hand can feel like a window to the world. But here's what no one tells you. Too much screen time, especially at night, can quietly disrupt your brain, dull your reflexes, and throw off your balance in ways that are easy to miss. Here's why: screens give off something called blue light, and that light interferes with your brain's natural sleep-wake cycle. It tricks your brain into staying alert, even when your body is tired. And over time, that means less deep sleep, slower reflexes, and a brain that just doesn't fire on all cylinders. And you know what happens when the brain's tired? The body follows. You start to move slower. You hesitate when you stand. You feel a little more off balance than you used to. It becomes harder to react when something unexpected happens, like a rug slipping under your feet, or a pet darting across the room. But it's not just the blue light, it's the mental overload too. Constant noise, flickering lights, dramatic shows, rapid scrolling, all of it overstimulates the nervous system. It doesn't calm you, it exhausts you. And let's bust a myth right here, entertainment is not supposed to drain you. It's supposed to uplift, relax, or refresh you. But when we overdo it, it becomes background noise that actually wears down the brain. Now I'm not saying toss out your TV or ditch your phone completely. But here's something simple and powerful you can do: cut off screen time at least 1 hour before bed. Use that time for something that truly nourishes your mind and body. Try gentle balance exercises, like standing on one foot while holding a chair, or slow heel-to-toe walking. Listen to soft music. Stretch. Breathe. Reflect. Let your nervous system calm down, so it can reset. You'll sleep deeper. Think clearer. And yes, you'll move with more steadiness and confidence the next day. And here's something else you may notice: when you reduce screen time, you start reconnecting with your own thoughts, your own body, and the present moment, which is where balance truly lives. So the next time that remote calls your name, ask yourself, is this helping me feel more alive? Or is it just keeping me still, and slowly wearing me down? Because you deserve better than numbing your brain to pass the time. And now that we've uncovered these 3 hidden addictions, sitting too much, sugar dependency, and screen overload, the real question becomes, what are you going to do with this knowledge? So, if you're serious about protecting your balance, keeping your mobility strong, and holding on to your independence for as long as possible, start by choosing just one of these 3 silent addictions to break free from, today. Maybe it's standing up more often. Maybe it's reaching for a handful of almonds instead of that sugary snack. Maybe it's turning off the TV a little earlier tonight. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. You just need to take the first small step. Because that one step tells your body, I'm not giving up. I'm still in this game. And over time, those small changes, they stack up. They strengthen you. They protect you. You'll move with more control. Sleep more soundly. Think more clearly. And most importantly, you'll feel more confident in your own body again. You're not broken. You're not too old. You're not too late. You just need the right tools, and the right habits, to keep your balance for the long run. And now, you've got them. Let me ask you something. Which of these 3 habits caught you off guard the most? Was it the sitting, the sugar, or the screen time? Or maybe you're thinking about someone you know, someone in their 70s, 80s, even 90s, who still moves with confidence, sharpness, and strength. What's their secret? What are they doing differently? These are the stories we need to hear. These are the conversations that matter. So go ahead, share your thoughts down in the comments. Because when you speak up, you're not just helping yourself, you're helping others who might be feeling lost, overwhelmed, or discouraged. And if this video gave you even one helpful idea, one little spark of hope, do me a favor, hit that like button so we know it made a difference. And if you're ready to age with strength, with purpose, with vitality, you belong here. Join our growing family right here on Thriving Age Tip by subscribing. Every week, we dive into practical tips, science-backed insights, and simple habits that help you feel more in control of your health, your body, and your future. Because aging isn't about fading away. It's about stepping into a new season of life with wisdom, with power, and yes, with balance. So until next time, stay strong, stay curious, and keep thriving. I'll see you in the next one.